What's up, guys? Tyler here, gaming hard. And we're starting off with the end of the last video here. And that was us ringing the first bell of awakening above where we just defeated the Bell Gargoyles. And now we are back into it. Here's
Greetings.
Oswald.
I am Oswald of Kareem, the Potter, and thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Gotta get this gesture. One of the coolest gestures in the game. One of my favorites. And other than that, Oswald sells Velka's talisman, which is a talisman that draws off intelligence.
Thou art welcome any. It is only human to commit a sin.
As well as he sells the Bloodbite Ring, which can be quite useful if you use a weapon like the Life Hunt Scythe. The Life Hunt Scythe, it inflicts bleed damage on the wielder as well, but it does max bleed damage against enemies. So it can be very useful if you're wanting to use, say, the Life Hunt Scythe in PvP or something like that, to use the Bloodbite Ring. Excuse me. I've done it in the past and it's worked out quite well. He also sells Purging Stones, cheaper than you can purchase them from, like, the Undead Female Merchant, who is over kind of in this area that connects the Lower Undead Burg to the Upper Undead Burg to the depths and on back to Firelink Shrine if you want. So she's in a much more convenient location to get to. If you're heading down into the depths and are worried about the basilisks or something like that. But Oswald does sell them for about half price. So that's something to consider as well. I'm curious about Velka's talisman. I know you can cast miracles, but it draws off intelligence. But of course, you're still going to have to meet the faith requirement of those miracles, right? That's something that I want to test out. Because, like, it would be cool if you were a mage and then you could take Velka's talisman and, like, bust out, like, Sunlight Spear or something like that, but obviously it is going to require 50 faith, so unless you were doing a faith/intelligence build, which would be kind of weird, I don't know. So, basically, today, the goal of this part of the playthrough is to get this character upgraded. We've had a tough time the past couple of videos, and my goal for today is when we finish this video here, we will have a badass character, or at least the makings of a badass. And I've got a bit of a plan for that, and that plan's gonna start here in the graveyard. This is the graveyard that's over to the left of the depths. Or not the left of the depths, God, the left of the catacombs. And it's filled with skeletons, but the skeletons here do not respawn like they do in the catacombs. And so there are some decent items that you can come over here and grab up early in the game without having to head down into the catacombs. These skeletons are pretty annoying. Skeletons, like, seriously, for me, I have more trouble with the skeletons than almost any other enemy in the game, with, like, the exception of the bone wheel skeletons. Like, I'm just not good at dealing with these fuckers. Their moveset is so quick. It's very difficult to parry, and they're extremely dangerous in numbers. So we just got killed there. We're going to give this another shot. Of course, I edited out the trip back. But I'm just going to have to play it safe here with a lot of straight blocking and R1 spam. Motherfucker. Alright, let's get a drink here. Son of a bitch, I hate skeletons, man! So fucking agile. They're so fucking quick. And the longsword, I mean, I'm getting the idea behind it. You know, it doesn't do as much damage as some of the larger weapons that I'm used to, but it's much faster. And I get that. But I just like that impact of a big, heavy weapon. Picked up the winged spear there. That's a decent weapon to utilize. It was one of my favorite weapons in Demon Souls. But not gonna fuck with it on this character. Plus, it's got some dex requirements also. Not really high ones, but I think you have to have like 12 or 13 dex. Really what we're down here for is this greatsword that I've been wanting to check out for a long time. And that is the Zweihander. Oh yeah, so we got this motherfucker to get the fuck out of here before we gotta fight more skeletons. Oh, item. I think this is a Soul of a Nameless Soldier, maybe? It's definitely a soul item. Let's see. Soul of a Lost Undead. Lame. So let's get down here. Do a little leveling. Pop strength. To bring us to 20 strength, vitality, endurance, and that'll be good for now. I still don't think we meet the requirements of the Zweihander, though. Zweihander 24 strength. Hello, sir.
Hello there. I am grateful to you for freeing. Not
Skip. I don't want to hear it. Let's reinforce our Estus Flask. Got that done.
well.
What's up, fucker? Come on!
Are you sure about this?
God damn, I can hit him a few times with this longsword before he aggros. Oh shit!
I was once grateful to you.
Kicking time!
But if this is our fate,
Get your ass
so
back!
be it.
Get your ass back! Get your ass back! Alright. Quit the game and reload here. And we'll be able to get his ring. Alternatively, you could die or leave and come back. Come on, load up. Alright. Humanity, 5 humanity, which is pretty fucking valuable at this point. Since we really don't have anywhere to farm for humanity until we get to the depths.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Oh, hell yeah. I love the crestfallen warrior.
Your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Word. Use these souls we've gained and level a bit more. Get closer to that Zweihander. We need a little bit more bite too. Yeah. And then that, we'll probably leave Vitality alone for a while now. We just picked up the Ring of Favor and got that equipped. So that's going to help our equip load. That's going to help the HP and the stamina. Get a little extra in all those things. Of course, it breaks if we ever take it off. Because the goddess Fina is clingy? Seems like a crazy, like, clingy girlfriend. Take my ring off. Alright, so originally I was going to not worry about the Moonlight Butterfly right now. But now we've got the Zweihander, and I've got a good idea of what I want to do with this guy. So, we're going to go ahead and go after the Moonlight Butterfly. Get her taken out, if for nothing else than the souls. And also, I want to pick up the Elite Knight set while we're down there, and we're going to wear at least some of it. Doing better now. And I'm pretty sure, actually, that those skeletons are going to be the only death in this video. So... And I guarantee we're going to be more of a badass at the end of it. We'll deal with you here in just a little bit. Oh, you fucker! I will get you back for that. I promise you that. Alright, so moving along here. Tree people. Or as the Dark Souls wiki calls them, the demonic foliage. Which might be the coolest enemy type in history. At least the coolest name for an enemy type. Demonic foliage. It sounds like something that would be in a Plants vs. Zombies game. Plant some demonic foliage in your yard and it'll set zombies on fire. Plants vs. Zombies is the shit. I got the platinum on Plants vs. Zombies on the Vita. From Software should so make a Vita game. But actually, probably not, because it probably wouldn't be very profitable for them. But they could probably make a port. If Gearbox can make a Borderlands 2 port to the Vita, like they're doing, From Software could totally do a Dark Souls on the Vita. I would so replay Dark Souls on the Vita. I mean, obviously they'd have to alter the control scheme, but you guys understand what I'm saying. That bonfire lit. Should have probably rested there, but what the fuck? Fuck it. Right here, these guys will spring up on you whenever you grab that soul item. So if you want to avoid the ambush, of course, there'll be no way to avoid it in the future. This demonic foliage will come after you when you pass by. But at least for the first time, you can come in here and take them out one by one, and then pick up the soul item. And not be worried about standing in the middle of them when they all spawn up out the ground simultaneously, surrounding you. It's not the best situation. So, I mean, it's always better in any Souls game to take on enemies one at a time when you can. That is just safe playing, and you will die a lot less often. Not that I always heed this advice. But it is good advice to take. Kill this little guy. These guys, there's not very many of this enemy type in the game. But when they die, they can drop green blossom. This one didn't drop any. Green blossom's a pretty cool item. I think it might even be a super rare drop from the demonic foliage, but the green blossom increases stamina regeneration just like the Chloranthy ring does. And, or like the Eternal Warriors ring in Demon Souls. So a lot of people like to get that green blossom when they can. It's especially popular with the PvP guys. That's why some, you can buy it from merchants in the DLC, since that has more of a PvP focus thing. And I don't think that we'll probably... I would be surprised if there's a return of that deathmatch arena-like thing that they had in the DLC. And just the term deathmatch sounds much worse than it actually is. All it is 2-on-2 PvP. I really hate fighting these Stone Knights with this weapon. If we don't hurry up and kill this one, we're gonna have another one coming up the path here. Fucker! Come on, let me get at you, dude! Shit. Alright. Die, motherfucker! God, I'm doing so little damage on these guys with this longsword. I guess they just have more defense against slashing attacks. Get this wolf ring equipped. This is gonna boost our poise. Although later probably trade it out in favor of hovels. I don't know, it does. It adds a nice like 40 poise, and I wanted to try to be more conscious of poise on this character, so I don't know, we'll see. So he's doing his little fucking tranquil walk of peace. So whenever they cast that, it's a good idea to just try to stay back, stay out of the range of it. Although it won't slow down your attacks, it just slows down your movement. And transforms it into a peaceful, tranquil walk. So you're peacefully walking along in tranquility while a Stone Knight is fucking bashing you over the head with no recourse. This giant stone greatsword. Fuck you, motherfucker! Alright. Let's see here. What else we got around down y'all? Purple moss clump. That's just on some dead demonic foliage. They drop blood red moss clump, purple moss clump, blooming purple moss clump. The blood red moss clump, of course, reduces bleed buildup. Will kill off your bleed meter. Another useful item if you're rocking a weapon like the Life Hunt Scythe. Although use of that weapon is usually situational. You know, like for a PvP match or something like that. Or for some bosses. can be good against the Stray Demon. Or the Fire Sage Demon. Got some green blossom there. The other two items, the demonic foliage drops. The purple moss clump, of course, cures poisoning, and the blooming purple moss clump can cure toxicity. So it's always a good idea to go ahead and maybe make a couple of runs through the Darkroot Garden and farm yourself a little moss before heading down to Blighttown, where there's a lot of poison and toxicity. And it's a good idea to have moss on you going into the depths as well, as you can get poisoned down by the rats down there. Also a good idea to have a purging stone or two, in case you get cursed by a basilisk. So we're going to get back here and level a little more. Bump endurance. Try to increase our mobility a little bit. You'll notice a little movement there. That was just my poor editing skills transitioning one piece of footage into another. What we're going to do here is go human. And the reason I actually did that is because I had actually quit at that point. And I just edited out me quitting, and I had some stuff I had to go do for a second, you know, so back into it. Probably go ahead and kindle this fucker. I'm gonna consume an extra humanity just because I like to keep point of humanity on my meter for that extra 50 item discovery. Have me picking up some extra moss from the demonic foliage down here. Go ahead and pop another point into strength. A few extra souls to spare after consuming those soul items. And now it's Moonlight Butterfly time. So you pretty much have to stop here and battle these 3 demonic foliage, because if you don't, they will come out after you anyway and follow you on down the path. And then when you're battling a stone knight in the forest, a couple of you know, I don't know, well, a couple of seconds later, really, you'll wind up having a demonic foliage come up and bite your head, kill you. Just, once again, practicing, you know, better to take on enemies one at a time, or as few at a time as you can manage. Bam! God, this sword does so little damage. I was doing that jumping attack on my other character with the bastard sword. Same point in the game. Exact same point in the game. Had about the same amount of leveling. And I would do one jumping attack and then just one regular R1, and that would kill him. 2 hits. With this fucking longsword, I do a jumping attack, I do 44 damage. This is not shit, man. So really, but the difference is when you get an opening, instead of just taking one hit and having to back off because that big hit took so much of your stamina, and you need to save a little stamina for your evasion. You can instead get in 3-4 hits in rapid succession and deal, you know, proportional damage that way. Once again, trying to take on enemies as few at a time as possible. And you can just look at around these areas where there's demonic foliage ambushes and just go up and whack their little bush on the head. Or their bush head on the ground. They're disguised as little bushes. And aggro them, get them to pop out. Ah, try to walk a piece, you fucker. Come on, foliage. Come on, little demon foliage. Alright, it's just me and you, big guy. Whoa now. And I don't understand. Like, there a second ago, that Stone Knight jumped out, and his sword ran right into the demonic foliage, and I don't understand if the big, like, half-dragon creatures can damage each other in Lost Islet. Like, why can't the Stone Knight damage the demonic foliage? Like, I think all enemies should have the capability of being able to damage each other, like if they get too cluttered up. But I guess that could potentially make things too easy. You'd have hollows swiping and whacking each other all the time. So one more Stone Knight here. We've got the Elite Knight set, although we're not going to equip it yet. I'm not going to worry with it yet. We'll go ahead and take out the Moonlight Butterfly first, and then adjust our equipment in safer territory. Summon Beatrice here. If you're a melee character, summoning Beatrice against the Moonlight Butterfly is just invaluable. If for nothing else than just to save yourself some time. Because if you don't have any, like, projectile attacks, any ranged attacks at all, Beatrice is going to make up for that for you. And her hits do considerable damage to the Moonlight Butterfly. More than I would have expected from an NPC. And melee strategy's pretty simple. It's just, you know, evade or block. Of course, this shield doesn't have the best magic defenses, but I am in heavier armor than usual, so evading not quite as easy as it usually is for me. Hell yeah, get him, Beatrice. And now we can do some real damage. And that's it. Easy peasy. That's the easiest boss in the game. That and Pinwheel. Just really easy bosses. You know, Dark Souls isn't as hard as they make it out to be. It's hard at first. It has a serious learning curve. But like my introduction to Dark Souls, Demon Souls, I came across Demon Souls in a GameStop, and I asked the manager about, I was like, what about this game? What about this Demon Souls? You know, it says 2009 RPG of the year on the box, you know? And he was like, oh, it's so hard. People bring it back in here all the time because they said it was too hard. The sequel to that game, Dark Souls, the tagline is prepared to die, so you're just gonna die all the time, and I really wouldn't suggest it. And I was like, oh, well, Jesus, you know, like, put it back on the shelf, you know? And it wasn't until later on where I watched some reviews of Demon Souls and Dark Souls, because a lot of people don't know. I, had a long hiatus from gaming, so I just really got a PS3 and really started getting into gaming again. That is, I'd pretty much been out of it since my teenage years, in June of 2012, and of course since then it's obviously just if I'm not at school in class, which, you know, I go to university, or at least a campus of a university. If I'm not there, if I'm not at school, I am gaming, or I'm making videos about gaming. I absolutely love it. It is my #1 interest / hobby, you know. But, obviously, with being out of gamings from, like, you know, basically the entire generation. I played a little bit of the PS3 when it first came out. I mean, I played, like, GTA 4 and a couple things like that, and then I was pretty much out of gaming for a long time, and then I got back into it in 2012, so I had a lot of catch-up to do. You know, I never played BioShock. I never played, God of War 3. I mean, there's just all kinds of great games that I've got to discover. Over the past, like, year and a half, you know. And then great new games have come out since then, and I try to play the newest stuff, you know, as often as I can, but the Souls games in particular have really just got a hold on me. And, in that time frame, I've done a lot of playing of the Souls games. It's gonna bump the strength up here, get us up to those Zweihander requirements. Save the other souls we have here for some reinforcement. And let's check this shit out here. Okay, so we got the Zweihander equipped. Oh! Pretty good stuff. Doing like, let's see, 173 damage, I think it said, one-handed. Now, looking at the longsword +4, you can see that's going to be less damage output there. Let's equip it real quick. See what it says. A solid, a flat 150, one-handed. Obviously, it's going to be a bit more damage two-handed. But, as you can see, the Zweihander, not even upgraded yet, and already putting out more damage. Of course, it's going to require more stamina to swing it, but, you know, I'll take that trade. I like doing the big damage. So, checking out this armor set here, what we can do, I'm going to go ahead and pop on the Elite Knight helm. The chest piece is just a little too heavy, over 11 pounds. Let's do the leggings. Let's do the gauntlets. Let's just pop this off for a second and see what kind of mobility we have. Damn, we got straight up, like, normal roll right here. Rocking shirtless. I don't know if I can stand to do that for too long now. And our defenses are a little less than when we had the full hard leather armor set on. But... ooh, that jumping attack does big damage. Hell yeah, dude, this is awesome. God dang, fucking Zweihander even has, like, decent damage reduction, man. Motherfucker. I hate that attack. The only thing worse is the Harpies attack. When they do that shit, bite your head. Back up, motherfucker. Man, this does some fucking colossal damage. This is awesome. Boom! Boom! Purple moss clump. Yeah, yeah. Jeez, excuse me. So let's try to actually just pop on the chest piece from the hard leather armor set, see what kind of mobility we have with that, and then all the rest of the pieces are the Elite Knight set. And this is decent mobility, actually. This is better than I expected. This is at almost, actually like 50% of our equip load almost. And obviously this would get much better with hovels, although we'd be trading off a good amount of poise to take off the wolf ring. So we're going to give Andrei Stora the Divine Ember here.
Thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Although probably won't make a divine weapon. I mean, we might have to for the catacombs or Nito's chamber later on or something like that, but for now, definitely not making a divine weapon. Let's buy as many Titanite shards as we can really afford to. Because if I remember correctly, upgrades for the Zwei, or for the great swords in general, are a little bit more expensive as far as souls are concerned. Yeah, it's 800 souls. Fuck. We need souls. Where could we get some souls really quickly? Nah, should we do this? No, fuck that. 800 souls, huh? 800 souls.
Don't get yourself neither of
I make a promise to you earlier. Don't you got some souls for me? Let's take on this Titanite Demon and see what happens here. Whoa! Oh shit, we better block. God, the reach of that fucking Titanite catch pole. Son of a bitch! Whoa now. Get down here and take a sip of some master. Dodge roll! And let's see how we're gonna get this motherfucker. Run in! Oh. I love that jumping attack. And it is awesome with this sway hander, man. I do it all the time with my bastard sword on my other character. On one of my other characters, the one who wields a bastard sword. But it is nowhere near as fun as doing it with the sway hander. Try to kind of bait this lightning attack so we can get a run in here. All right. Oh shit. Yeah, doing it one-handed is not really the best. Whoa now. That wasn't even close to hitting us, actually. We could have gotten away with not even doing a dodge roll there. We still wouldn't have got hit. Come on, buddy. Alright. I'm glad he decided to do that attack. He'd done one of his big swings, it would have clocked us upside the head. Whoa, shit. Shit. Alright, he's not gonna turn around that fast. Boom! Shit, he's jumping all around. Fuck. Boom! He still got me. Come on, buddy, shoot your lightning. There you go. Boom! 277, hell yeah. Let's get him. Boom! He's done. Hell yeah. 2,000 souls. That is enough for our purposes. Grab up the Demon Titanite. Talk to me, dude.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything?
That we do. Reinforce a weapon. Hell yeah, +4. Had enough souls to do all the upgrade I wanted to do. All I could afford to do. Much better damage. 245. That's one-handed, too. You can bet we're going to be 270 two-handed. So, as I promised, badass by the end of the video. Or at least pretty bad for this level. Anyway, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe. As always, keep on gaming hard.